How
First things,
lovely.
first things first. Good games, very fun to launch. A
Hmm.
lot of action, a lot of decision making. It was also nice to see not every game end in the Ling Baneling stage. I always appreciate it when the players have enough control to survive that part. Uh,
Yeah.
so
Those are really fun games, Viper. Thanks for
yeah,
that.
it's nicely done. So let's talk about game number one. This was on King Sejong's station. Let us know what your plan was for this particular match, especially given that you guys have already played each other before. We'll
You want
start
to go
with
first, Viper? Or
Sure.
sure.
Let's see. The first map, I kind of liked the way that you had the protection from one side, so I know I wasn't as vulnerable from lings and stuff. But at the same
yeah.
time, you can still be aggressive with lings and do your thing. So it was a feeler map for me, and I just kind of played by ear.
Nice, nice.
Nice.
Omee?
As for me, I accidentally didn't get an Overlord at 9, so I was like, okay, let's 10 pull.
Oh.
And that happened to me yesterday and it worked out, so I had kind of a set
Mm.
plan for when that happens. And from there just transitioned into upgrades, seeing as I kept an eye on your units, Viper, hoping you didn't get upgrades. And
That was
fortunately
a
for me, I was able to take that lead.
Yeah.
was a very good decision. Before we move too much farther on, have you been able to play on that map much, Viper?
Actually, no, not yet, but I do kind of like it. I look forward to playing more matches on it.
Neat. All right. Game two was on Way Station, and yet again we have another sample in my eventual study on why this map is never bottom right, top left,
Yeah.
which it isn't when I'm casting. 99.5, like 95% of the time, it's the other way. So
Yeah. I did a ladder match on that map. It's like, hey, Omegas.
yeah, you
Because
got
we
the
were
other. I
top
want the
five.
replay. I don't get to see any. I've got nothing to study. I've seen like one game in the other direction. It's like so frustrating. But yeah, so we finally got that. What do you guys think of this map? And if you want, you can throw in your thoughts on the other positions as well if you've gotten to play on them. So Viper first.
I like the design. I mean, the chokes are very Protossy, and like your ramp is like super small, so it definitely isn't the most Zerg friendly. It's better than Altazim, but still, I don't know if I like it too much for that reason. But I do like it for the reason that the middle of the map is just wide open, and it's this huge battleground. So you have your advantages and your disadvantages. If you can keep them out of your base, you're in a good shape, I would think.
Cool. So given what
I
happened,
don't like how.
oh sorry.
Yeah. No, I was just gonna say that I hate how far away the thirds are, no matter which position you're in. In our cases, but I really like that choke point at the front of the natural because I can put a hatch down and a evolution chamber and give myself a nice block off and a macro hatch. It's been working for me, but I'm pretty awful at video games.
I was actually going to ask about that because I feel like that particular thing is really good against a Zerg, maybe against like a Zergling Baneling player. But if the guy rushes up to roaches, aren't you just kind of donating him buildings in this situation?
Kind of. I was hope if you saw my positioning, I'm sure the roach is up north and the roach is in the set natural.
Yeah,
I
that was
wanted
a
to
neat
kind of
setup.
get him. I got him in the concave I wanted, and I got a little hesitant. I was like, because I had no idea who was going to win that battle, but I pulled through, and I didn't lose. I think I just lost the building, the Evo chamber that wasn't done yet.
Yeah.
But that was a pretty heart-pounding conflict for me. You see my panic spires go up.
So did anything about the previous game influence your build decision on this game? It's a new question, basically, Viper.
No, not really. I mean, I wanted to do more with roaches because I know if you have enough roaches, then the number of lings that he usually plays with doesn't really mean much. So that was kind of my idea, but unfortunately he had roaches too. It's the easiest way to put that.
It's always that unfortunate. As for me, I just tried to do a normal build and scouted it a little bit and figured to go for a less aggressive, more roach play. And it panned out well. Did I get Hydralisks that game?
Yeah, we both did that. Or no.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Was that the first game? I have no idea. It's all
No,
blurred.
we got Spires, and then we went for Mutas.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah. I grabbed the third after that attack on my front that I won, and I never managed to saturate it, I think. On more like towards the end. But yeah. We were stuck on 2 bases for the longest time.
Yeah. I was just afraid to take a third because, like you said, it's just way down there.
Yeah.
I was gonna fly over and take the one in the middle of nowhere. But
yeah, you gotta lift off your hatchery and and root it into the island. Oh, what if hatcheries could like crawl like spine crawlers? That'd be so gross.
Oh man.
That would actually be interesting.
Still think hive layer hatcheries should have like built-in spine crawlers for self-defense, like a planetary. But
at least one. Some low damage defense. That'd be nice.
Fly, hatchery, fly. I could just imagine a hatchery with muta wings.
I'm actually just imagining the idea of like all Zerg buildings being able to lift. Not lift into the air, but like uproot and walk around.
Yeah.
Maybe
if you get enough overlords to like group over it, you could like pick it up and move it at overlord speed. I've always wanted a spine crawler on an overlord. I always thought that'd be amazing.
You mean you want a Leviathan in multiplayer?
Yeah,
what you're saying.
pretty much. Just a baby Leviathan.
All right, so that happened, and then we went to Game 3 on Overgrowth, which is the craziest map I've seen so far. I don't think I've seen a normal game on this map ever. Every single map is some kind of weird aggressive thing, or people trying to trick each other in some way. And it doesn't matter what matchup it is. It's not just PvP for once. It's like every matchup is like that. So we had Hatch first from Omee, and then Gold Expand from Viper.
You sneaky snake, you.
How'd you see it? I don't know. How'd you see it?
My Overlord pathing, I send it between the 2 naturals next to your base, and I happen to just barely see that
caught
hatchery.
the very edge of it.
It was just in range.
And it was like one of those brutal things because I knew that you didn't know that it was scouted, so you can't really cancel it. And it's like, oh, well, yep, here come the lings.
8 to 10 lings all the way. Well, I wonder what's going to happen now.
I think after... Yeah, after I killed your gold, I think I took mine at that point. I was getting a little greedy. But then I figured since I just killed that base, I could probably just run in yours, and
well,
you only had that one side protected. Yeah?
I would say that the key element of that decision that would actually made it work was half the drones died in that battle.
Oh, yeah.
So going for the gold was actually not a risk.
Ah.
In that situation. For you, I mean. Now, if you hadn't killed the drones, it kind of could have been. Because he could have been able to build up at least a Ling army and then might not have had anything.
Yeah.
But the thing is, though, Viper, I will say, I like the fact that you transferred the drones there, because even if he finds the, like, suppose he didn't find the hatchery right away, you get to mine from it for a while, which is good. Really good. You get so much money out of that.
Makes up for that time between the bases.
But,
it was so much fun.
It was a good game, as were the others. So, thanks for playing, guys. If you have any shout-outs, feel free to throw them out there now. Let other people know where they can find you on the internets, Viper.
All the internets.
I think I'm good.
Think you're good? You're good.
Yep.
I think I'll just link my Facebook in chat, and I think that's it. I don't go anywhere else anymore.
All right.
Except StarCraft. That's my favorite community.
Right.
And I've quite a bit of fans in tonight's viewers list.
I see
Yay
that.
me.
Decent little crowd.
Yeah. None of them have
Imagine
any
for
idea what's
Omee
going
fans.
on. Gotta start that club. Gotta start a movement.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for playing. I'm more or less done. So
Yeah.
I don't know what to do next. I actually might go catch up on some of the day off that went on today. Dark Souls
Yeah.
2
That'll
looked
be
pretty
good.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably gonna get ready to watch Hannibal in about an hour.
Oh, nice.
I actually spent a chunk of the day watching The Gamers 2, which if you've never seen before is on YouTube and is very funny if you like D&D. Very, very entertaining.
Dana needs to come out with more spellcasters.
More
I was rewatching
spellcasters.
some of those earlier, or spell slingers.
Oh, yeah. That's a really good show.
It is.
But
Well, it was great having you, being here. You know, being all awkward.
Well, it was great to have you guys
Great.
play. Those were good games. A huge shout out to the chat too for all these people still hanging out with us this late. So it was great. So what about you, Omega? Where are you on YouTube and the like?
Oh, right. Well, if you want to find out any of this information that I'm about to say, you can actually scroll down just below the viewing window in the channel, and you can see all of this listed there. tinyurl.com/daynights for the VODs for these show matches. YouTube.com/omega068 for my other the other stuff that I like to do, like walkthroughs, not really walkthroughs, just runs of different games, and Twitter at Omega Korth. What about you, Zero?
Me? You can find me hang out more on Twitter these days. Twitter at Zero Lambda. Going to get back into streaming once I drop the second job. I actually hope to have Omega featured in there. We will be playing Diablo 3 together. So that's going to be great. So be sure to check that out. So yeah, that's all I got. It's cool. Well, thanks for the matches, gentlemen. And
No problem.
We'll see you probably next time.
See ya.
Bye.